Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, this is my second video related to SAP HCM. So I have already covered all these topics in Hindi. Okay, so if you guys want to learn SAP HCM in Hindi, you can go to my SAP HCM playlist for Hindi. Okay, so right now I have started my SAP HCM in English session because lots of students from India itself, let's say from South India, okay, they want SAP HCM tutorial in English as well. So I have started my SAP HCM English. The reason behind that, one more reason behind that is because when I started as a PHCM last year, okay, so that service provider is not with us, okay, so I have missed all the entries, okay, so what I am doing right now, so my playlist for SAP Hindi for SAP SMS is not completed till now because I have done till time management part one there. Okay, so I will start from here. Okay, and after coming to time management part one, I will do no, two record. I will record session in two languages for time management part one, Hindi and English, and upload in that here, that in that playlist in Hindi and in here in English. Okay, so let me start that session, okay, related to SAP HCM. So first, the very first step is in SAP HCM is to create enterprise structure. So whenever we use any new software, whenever we download and install any software or any game, so that system prompts us to create there the base character there. Okay, so if you are going to play any game in your phone first time, okay, so that system, that game tells you, asks you to create your user ID, or you can play that game as a guest user. Why? Because they want to tag all the data related to your gameplay into your phone. Okay, the same if you download any, let's say if you're downloading SAP MS Office in your laptop. Okay, so whenever you first use, system will prompt you, so do you want to use this software as a professional or your personal use. Okay, whenever you enter the data, that all the data is related to your C drive with your ID, but with your user ID. The same in SAP software also, whenever you are creating or doing implementation for any a client, okay, so first you have to set client in SAP software, okay, that is enterprise structure. And if you see my let's say here you will see enterprise structure. So each and every module has their own enterprise structure. If we talk about SAP HCM, we have four object for enterprise structure. One is personal area, personal sub area, employee group, employee subgroup. And in FICO, we have to create company, company code, business area, functional area, credit control area. So each and every module, I have mentioned here four modules, but there are lots of modules. Now, each and every module has their own enterprise structure. So we will be covering SAP HCM, but see, here we have only four objects. But so whatever you are doing, whatever you are learning, if you are learning material management, sales and distribution, you must be aware of now how to create company and company code, because this is very base. This is the base. Okay, if you don't have company and company code, you can't do any kind of configuration for rest of modules. Okay, so as a trainer, we have to teach whatever you are, whenever so whatever your course is, we have to teach you how to create company and company code. Okay, so in this course, I will teach you six object for SAP HCM. Four is related to SAP HCM, two is related to FICO. Okay, so here. So one more question, one more, no, see, one of, let's say this is the question, the interview question. Okay. So how many structures are there in enterprise structure? How many structure are there in SAP HCM? So you will tell we have three structure. One is enterprise structure. Second is personal structure. Third is organizational structure. So organizational structure we will cover in organizational management, where we create all the objects, organization unit, job, position, task, person, work center, cost center, and all. Okay. And for enterprise structure, we have four objects. One is company, second is company code. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, so company, company code, personal area, personal sub area, and second is personal structure. In personal structure, we have two objects. One is employee group, and second is employee subgroup. Okay, so here, so what we create in company we create client. who has purchased SAP software. And we have two examples. One is client having multiple business, client having single business. Let's say Tata and Sons. Tata and Sons is our client and they have multiple business like TCS, Tata Salt, Tata Steel, Titan and all. Okay. And client having single business, let's say Kanchan Pharmaceuticals. And Kanchan Pharmaceuticals is a single business. So our client is Kanchan Pharma and their legal entity also is Kanchan Pharma. Okay. So only these two kind of. Okay, so we have only two kind of example. One is client having multiple business, client having single business. Okay, and second thing is company code. When we created my client, then we have to create legal entity for which company they want to do implementation. Okay, so what is legal entity? Legal entities are company who has their own profit and loss statement or balance sheet. Okay. So it means they have to register in any country. Okay. Let's say here for single business, our client is Kanchan Pharma. And again, here in company code, also we have to create Kanchan Pharma. Okay. And after creating company code, what we have to create? We have to create personal area. So what personal area is? Personal area is see, personal area is my legal entity, my company code's geographical location. For example, Kolkata, Jabalpur, Delhi, Gurgaon, Chennai, Bengaluru. All these are my geographical location. And what is personal sub area? Personal sub areas are a sub-geographical location of geographical location. Okay. So let's say, for example, Kanchan Pharma, Kolkata. So my personal sub area would be Salt Lake, Newtown, Howrah. Okay. So this is kind. So this is a subdivision of my personal area. So in company, we have to create my client and in section 2, company code, but we have to create legal entity for which company we have to do in configuration. And here, personal area, personal area, we have to create geographical location or sub-geographical location. Okay. And in personal structure, we have to create employee group and employee subgroup. So it is no, depends on your client requirement because each and every company has their own set of employee set. So for example, in employee group, we can create permanent employee, contractual employee, third party, freelancer, or payroll. And in employee subgroup, we have to create subdivision of, let's say, a salary, trainee, retiree, monthly, weekly, hourly. Okay. Or depends on their designations. So we have to go to client and check their requirement. And based on those requirements, we have to create employee group and employee subgroup. Okay. And see, when we are done with all the configuration, let's say we have defined all these objects, then what we have to do, we have to assign this object to each other. Okay. So we have to assign company code to company. Okay. One more thing. One company code can be assigned to only one company, but to one company, we can assign multiple company codes. For example, Tata Motor can be assigned to Tata Sons. And Tata Sons, we can assign Tata Motor, Tanishq, Titan, Sonata. But we can't assign Tata Motor to Reliance Motor as well. Na? Okay, so similar to personal area, we have to assign personal area to company code. So one personal area can be assigned to one company code, but to one company code, we can assign multiple personal area. So this personal area, let's say Bangalore, related to Kanchan Pharma. But to Kanchan Pharma is running their business into 5 states. Okay, so they must be having multiple locations. So we can assign multiple locations to my company code. Okay, then we have to assign employee group to employee subgroup. Let's say permanent to salaried. So one more thing, see, employee group and employee subgroup is personal structure, and we don't need to assign. We don't need to assign this company. We don't need to assign this employee group, employee group to company code and personal area. So we need to assign it to country. In which country we need no, this employee group. See, in any company, if they are multinational company, so their each and everything is different, but their employee structure remains same every day everywhere. Okay. So that's why if your client is running your business into 3 countries, then you have to assign your company, your employee group to these countries also. Okay. Let's say Kanchan Pharma India, Kanchan Pharma USA, Kanchan Pharma Germany. So I need this permanent salaried combination for all these 3 companies, all these 3 countries. Okay. So we have to assign this to all 3 countries. Okay. So that these employee group will be available for all these three. Uh, all these countries. Okay. So the most important thing to create enterprise structure first, and these are the objects which we have to define in SAP system. Then we have to assign this accordingly as per client requirement. in SAP system. So this is the theoretical of SAP HCM implementation. Okay. So our next video is going to be the practical of that. Okay. So guys, hope you understand this video. If you have any suggestion, you can comment me. Okay. So I will answer you, and you can write me mail, or you can WhatsApp me. Okay. If you need some help. Okay. So if it's feasible, I will definitely help you out. If not feasible, so we can have chat. Okay. Then I will let you know. Okay. So guys, this is the theoretical. If you like this video, please do subscribe, share in your span. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.